What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So, I've been asked a lot lately how I'm making gold on Classic Anniversary, and I'm currently doing the farm that is considered one of the best gold farms at this moment in Classic WoW. The best part about it is the fact that it can be done on every single class, and you don't need any professions in order to do it. So, before we take a look at that, massive thank you for all the support on the complete gold guide for Classic WoW. This gold guide features every single best tactic to make a gold in Classic WoW, but it also features the best ways to make gold as you're leveling a toon. So if you're kind of late to the party or you're planning on leveling some outs, this gold guide features really good locations to combine leveling with gold making. So definitely make sure to check that out. And if you use the discount code STUDENT, you can get it for 50% off, and that will be linked down below in the description. So it's probably not going to come to a surprise for a lot of you guys, but what we're talking about is farming the Twilight camps. There's one Twilight camp up here north, one down south, and then one right next to Cenarian Hold. And the farm itself is very, very basic. You just run around and you kill all of the mobs, all of these Twilight mobs in the area. And the reason why it's so good is because the items they drop are connected to the Cenarian Circle reputation, which is like the AQ reputation has a ton of like really good items from it, depending on what level of reputation you have with them. So it's really in demand, and people really like to min max, and people don't like to grind this stuff yourself. So when you run around on these camps, it's very popular for people to group up, because when you kill a mob, you will also get reputation killing a mob. So what people do is they make groups with free for all loot, and you basically loot what you kill, and then you will get the benefit of the reputation of the other people's kills as well. So in order to make a gold on this, you don't need any professions, as I said. You don't need to play a specific class either. Every class can do it. It's relatively simple. I'm playing a very badly geared war, and I feel like I'm able to farm this just fine. So the loot that you're after and what makes this farm so good is obviously you're going to be getting a bunch of rune cloth, like killing these mobs. You can also get random green items, blue items, and of course epic items killing them. More specifically, though, is that you will get like the Twilight text, which is like the best item you can get. These sell really well. You can see I got 180 on me right now. And it depends on how much competition you have in the class, but me and my bad warrior with mediocre competition get like 25 to 30 of these an hour. So just on like the rune cloth and the texts, I'm making roughly 100 gold an hour, right? Like together with everything, it is really, really good. But I do advise you to farm up like a larger amount of the texts, and if the texts are going for 2.5 gold each, you can easily sell them in a stack of 50 or 100 or even 200 for like a gold each more, because people in Classic and the way that the auction house uses or works is that people are just looking for big stacks and buying big stacks rather than buying a stack of 7 and a stack of 2 and a stack of 9 and so on. So I found that to be really successful by just selling them in larger stacks for a higher gold per unit amount. Now, on top of that, for even more gold, killing these guys, you're going to be getting these Twilight sets. And if you're familiar with these, like basically you put them on and then you can click on these crystals and it's going to summon an elite. Now, once you kill that elite, you have a 100% chance at getting these ones, the Abyssal Crests, which is pretty much just a reputation item, but they sell on the auction house. So with the current prices on my realm, average price of 8 gold, every time I summon an elite, I get a minimum of 1 of 8 gold, right? That's what I've averaged. And also, that's just the item that's guaranteed, but you can also get yourself BOE items, like all of these items, and they can have some very interesting stats, like these gloves with spell damage on, these gloves with MP5 and plus healing spell. So you get these BOE items with random stats on them. You can get BOP blue items as well, which either vendors for good gold, or maybe if you haven't really geared up, you can gear yourself up with those blue BOE items. And they can also drop essences, because there's like a random elemental mob that will spawn once you summon these guys right here. So you can be lucky and get like something like this one. Like now I'm about to kill this earth elemental, but it can also be a water elemental, and it can also be a fire elemental, water elemental, air elemental, you name it. Like all of them can spawn. So you can get some good items from that, but I'm just straight up selling these items. I don't care about the reputation. I mean, this tune is pretty much set. I'm just gonna wait for the pre-patch for TBC, and then I'm gonna be like getting the Grand Marshal gear, having enough gold to walk into TBC. But you can see right now on this loot table, I just picked up Abyssal Crest. I got some gloves of sorcery, leather gloves with spell damage and healing, and I got a core of earth. But that could have been essence of earth as well. So that's like the items that will make you gold on this farm. There's a lot of them. Extremely good way of making gold. And as I said, I've been averaging over 100 gold an hour doing this farm. So it is really, really good. I don't think it's gonna become any worse anytime soon, because there's already a decent amount of people doing it, but yet the prices of these items are remaining relatively high. So highly suggest you guys to go out and try out this farm. And of course, don't forget to check out the complete gold guide for Classic WoW, linked down below in the description. Appreciate you all watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye bye.